One thing we all have to understand about Donald Trump is no matter how low this guy goes in any part of his life, personally, politically, physically, no matter how low he goes, and we can always think that's the low, he's hit rock bottom. No. Donald Trump will somehow always prove you wrong and go lower. Whether it's his posting on Truth Social, whether it's his physical and mental health, oh, it can't get worse, it will. Or his political poll numbers. Just when you think he has hit rock bottom, the floor suddenly gives out and he sinks even lower. For the last week, I have been, saving different articles that have these different polls like, okay, here's this one. This is really bad for Trump. This is horrible. This is even worse. So I decided to kind of put them all together and talk about the fact that Trump is toast, right? Like this guy is just done for at this point. And we're not even a full year into his second term yet. And he has already sealed his fate as absolutely the worst to ever hold the job. The latest numbers from a PBS News NPR Marist poll show that 57% of Americans disapprove of how Trump is handling the economy. Only 36% say the president is doing a good job, which is actually the lowest of his both terms in office. Lowest of both terms, not just this one. Only 38% of Americans think Trump is doing a good job as president, which is also the lowest percentage since the end of his first term. However, a separate poll, this one from AP Nork, found only 31% of adults approve of how Trump is handling the economy, and 36% approve of his overall job. So this poll from AP NORC is lower than the PBS NPR Marist poll. And yes, the PBS poll is a little fresher, so maybe the numbers went up by a point or two. But either way, Trump's approval rating is hovering in the mid-30s. His handling of the economy is hovering in the low 30s, which for the record is lower than anything we saw during the Biden administration. Trump is less popular. Trump is less trusted on the issue. Trump is more disliked than President Biden ever was. And maybe that's why Donald Trump feels the need to constantly bring up Joe Biden. Maybe he thinks that if I talk about this guy enough, maybe people will start hating him and start liking me a little more. That's certainly one way to go about it. Here's another way, and I'm just going to throw this out there for you, Donnie. You could not be a piece of human garbage, right? I mean, you could actually start doing good things that benefit the American public instead of focusing on your gilded ballroom or your portraits throughout the White House trolling past presidents who will, for the record, never see the plaques that you put up insulting them. So maybe be a decent human being for 5 damn seconds and people would start liking you. I mean, it's not too late, by the way. We got Christmas Eve coming up in just a couple days. Maybe Trump will be visited by 3 ghosts. And then Christmas morning, he's going to wake up, go buy a giant Christmas goose and go have dinner with his family. I don't know. I would honestly love to see that. I would love to see this genuine transformation of Donald Trump into a decent person. Let's fulfill that Ebenezer Scrooge story arc. But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. And the big irony, again, is that all of Trump's poll numbers would go up if he could just be a decent person for even a couple of days. But apparently that Scrooge in the White House is just not even capable of that. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.